Yes, sir. You see it. This is the Golden NBA season preview. We starting this off by the top 50 NBA players list going into the season. Let's jump right into it right now. We're doing this by 5 different tiers. We got tier 5, tier 4, to tier 3, tier 2, and then superstars tier. As you can see right now, you got my boy Kevin Durant starting up here. And tier 5 is the 83 and 84 overalls. And those names are DeAndre Ayton, Amani Bates, Stephen Curry, Wendell Carter, Evan Mobley, Domantas Sabonis, Jalen Suggs, Tyrese Halliburton, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Cam Reddish, Gary Trent, Kevin Porter Jr., and Damian Lillard. As you can see, all these guys are hoopers. They could all play, all star level type players. As you can see, KD and Kyrie are up here. KD and LeBron are up here. They're up there in age, but they can still get it done. And you also got my boy Dame as the highest one in this tier, followed by with other players like Cam Reddish, Gary Trent, and Kevin Porter. A lot of good young talent. Got a lot of good players that we got in this tier. The top 50 is definitely stacked. But let's move on to the next tier. You see my guy Anthony Edwards running tier 4 right now. The names is about to pop up. This is a good company right here. Overall, 85 and 86. Jimbo Jackson going into his second year. A rookie, Rich Mack and Reggie Mack are on this list. Jonathan Isaac, one of the best defenders we got in the league. Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards. Ricky Cruz, another second-year guy. Donovan Mitchell, Zach LaVine, Bradley Beal, and Jamal Murray. The back end is all bucket getters right there. Jamal Murray is the highest one at 26 out of the tier. And we got a lot of talent in the league. I'm surprised Rich Mack and Reggie Mack made it even without playing the first game. But I feel like they could definitely live up to the hype because we've been hyping this draft class this whole time. That's really tough. Next tier, you see my guy Anthony Davis as the background of the tier. Looking good in that Lakers uniform, AD. But this is tier 3, 87, 88 overalls. We got Marcus Allen, the reigning rookie of the year, Kyrie Irving, Joel Embiid, James Harden, Shea Alexander, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Michael Porter Jr., Patrick Williams, and Jalen Suggs. As you can see, this is just all stacked players right here. They're all phenomenal players. Hard to rank all these, and you can really differentiate. Like, you could go, it doesn't matter where you put them. They all around the same tier. But Jalen Suggs was number 1, the highest at 16 in this tier. You got I'll say probably second guys on the championship team. Not yet superstars, but they're definitely all guys that could carry your team to the playoffs and possibly make it out the first round as number 1 guys on the squad. Now let's change the little background a little. We going into the little fringe superstars, the top 15 players in the league. You know, so we had that little gold background. You see my guy Trae Young in the back is real quiet in this motherfucker. You feel me? Tier 2, 89 to 93 overall. So these are basically like the borderline superstars. We got Karl Anthony Towns, Ben Simmons, Devin Booker, LaMelo, John Morant, Trae Young, Brandon Ingram, and Jaylen Brown. These are all phenomenal players right here. 89 overall, Karl Anthony Towns. He's number 15. He's number 15, and he's the worst one on here. He's still one of the most talented players in the league. We got Ben Simmons also, John Morant, Trae Young, and LaMelo, the three best point guards in the league, all around the same tier, all around the same overall. But Trae Young got the highest around of all of them, and Brandon Ingram and Jaylen Brown are both interchangeable, in my opinion. Now let's go into the superstar tier. As you can see, Zanos, Zion Williamson as a background. So you already know who probably will be number 1. But let's start this off. The superstar tier, 94 to 99 overall. Bam Adebayo at number 7, the reigning MVP. Cade Cunningham, Nikola Jokic, Giannis, Luka, Jason Tatum, and Zion Williamson with the highest overall, the best player, undoubtedly the best player in the league, Zion Williamson, at a 98 overall. Zion is a force in nature. won 3 straight Finals MVPs, leading his team to a championship. The only player to do that since Shaquille O'Neal and Michael Jordan. So he stands at elite company. Is without a doubt Zion Williamson is the best player in the league, and it's just everybody else at this moment. It's the Zion era, and the background, the picture speaks for itself. But this is your top 50 list right here, so you guys can see everything from top bottom. If you guys want to pause that and look at that, I'm going to let that be for a little bit. And then we're going to move on to the top storylines in the league. Let's jump right into it. Top 5 storylines entering the season. Who's going to stop Zion and the Pelicans? The Pelicans are coming off winning 3 straight championships. So who's going to stop them? Is it going to be fatigue that stops them, injuries and stuff? Or would it be the OKC Thunder, the big 3? We go see this year. Next storyline we running into, Luka finished the season as a Maverick. There's been a lot of rumors and stuff about Luka possibly acting out because the Mavericks have been stagnant and been a fringe playoff team or not in the playoffs. So we're going to see about that. We're going to monitor that situation all year around. Third is year 2 of the year for OKC. If you guys remember the Miami Heat Big 3, they didn't win in their first year. Their second year, they came back and was even better. So is the pieces getting acclimated in a year to get better with the supporting cast going to help the OKC Thunder achieve greatness this year? We're going to see about that. Number 4, will his draft class live up to the hype? You already know about this draft class. This is the most hyped draft class of all time. Reggie Mack, Rich Mack, Mo Davis, Danny Tyler, Jabari Mack. I could go on and on. Khalif Kingston. We're going to see if these players actually going to live up to the hype when they actually on the court. Playing in the most talented era, in my opinion. And number 5, we got the LeBron farewell tour. LeBron's 40. Last year, he only averaged around like 15 points, so he's getting up there in age. We don't know how much time he has left. This is possibly his last year, although it isn't officially announced. We're going to see. Now let's jump into the top 10 power rankings. Number 10, entering the season, we got the Sacramento Kings. Last year, they ended off at 50-32. Starting 5 looking like De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Halliburton, Jalen Johnson, Paulo Banchero, Romeo Houston. You also got Paul George coming off the bench as a 6th man. This team, I think they definitely got better because I think De'Aaron Fox is going to take. He's still going to be De'Aaron Fox, one of the best point guards in the league. Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best two-way guards we got in the league. Moving on to the next squad, we got the Houston Rockets. This team definitely got better. They added Julius Randle on the squad, drafted Joe Banks. So that's the new 2 additions into their starting 5. And their backcourt and Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Suggs is going to be still a tough backcourt. And the pieces around them just got better. 49 wins last year. Average age 24. Houston Rockets are definitely sit at 9 very well. Moving on to the next team, we got the Washington Wizards. Starting 5 looking like Amari Bailey, Jaden Hardy, Cade Cunningham, J.J. King, and James Wiseman. They also added Moses Moody. The bench it's all right, but I think Cade Cunningham is definitely that guy that could just take you over the hump and just make all his role players better. So this is why the Washington Wizards sit at 8. And I think Jaden Hardy is also going to continue to take a leap and becoming one of the best scorers in the league. Number 7, you got the Charlotte Hornets. They ended off with 41 wins last year. LaMelo Ball and Devin Booker, that was their first year together. Their bench wasn't as good last year, but they added more pieces to their bench, alongside with drafting Isaiah Blackman, a key addition, and signing OG Anunoby in free agency. So I think, without a doubt, this team is going to be way better next year. And also, Jimbo Jackson was one of the best rookies. So the Hornets got one of the best backcourts in the league, so I think they're definitely going to be way better than last year. Number 6, the Orlando Magic. 48 wins last year, led by Joel Embiid and Jalen Green. That duo is one of the best duos we got in the league, alongside with Jonathan Isaac, one of the top 3 defenders in the league, and Cole Anthony, a 20-point scorer. This Orlando team is really stacked bench-wise, too. They have Tim Hardaway Jr., DeMar Henry, Markelle Fultz, Clay Hooper, and Karis LeVert. So this Magic squad is going to be a really tough one. And a team that made it to the conference finals last year and lost in 7 games, Ben Simmons, R.J. Hampton, Amani Bates, Malik Rose, Wendell Carter. They also added Adrian Sparks. They got some shooters on the squad. Real solid team. They have a lot of pieces that they could go to a deep team and the 76ers. We'll see if this is the year because they're one win away from making it to the finals. Number 4, we got the Denver Nuggets. They won 54 wins last year. Damian Lillard, Chris Duarte, Michael Porter Jr., Dante Knight, and Nikola Jokic, the best center in the league. We also got a shooter in Monte Morris, a shooter in Buddy Hield, Monte Morris, who could run your offense in the second unit. Deion Jones, a good 3-and-D player. Lamont Bridges, another player that's 3-and-D. But the stars is definitely what's going to take you there. Jokic and Michael Porter being a 30-point scorer, and they also had Damian Lillard to rely to as a third option. Denver's going to be up there. Number 3, we got the Boston Celtics. They made it to the finals this previous year. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are a phenomenal backcourt. Not backcourt, duo. Excuse me. They're probably, as a 2 and 3, they're probably the best 2 and 3 that we've seen since Jordan and Scottie, and that's including the Kawhi and Paul George era. This team is really, it runs through them. Number 2, we got OKC Thunder with the big 3 of Giannis, Karl Anthony Towns, Shai Alexander. They added Davion Mitchell and Andrew Wiggins to their starting 5, and their bench is better than last year. Nico Cannon, Dante DiVincenzo, Dorian Finney-Smith, Duncan Robinson, Tyus Jones, John Wall, Derrick Jones Jr., Harry Giles. Their bench is way better than last year, and I feel like that's definitely going to help them this year to compete. But number 1, we got the 3-time defending champs, Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, the best duo we got in the league. And their supporting cast is really well with pieces such as Lonzo, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Miles Turner, Kyra Lewis, James Bucknight, Joe Harris. Stacked team all around. They won 57 wins. I would not be surprised if they win 60 plus this year. This Pelican team is really like that. But let's move on to the NBA Warriors predictions. 6th man of the year. Hold on. Let's rub the hands. We got D'Angelo Russell predicted to go back-to-back. Terry Rozier number 2 and DeAndre Hunter number 3. I think D'Lo is definitely going to win it because he's definitely a starter in the league. But him as 6th man running the offense and just killing second units is definitely going to be. It's definitely the reason why I have him number 1. Moving on to Coach of the Year, the Red Auerbach Coach of the Year. Don't know if I said his name right, but I think Tony Brown this year of the Washington Wizards is gonna win Coach of the Year. I feel like him and like Cade Cunningham just carrying that team is just gonna be really impressive, and I feel like coaches and the media is gonna vote for him. And you also got Brad Stevens and Chris Paul as my other 2. And yes, Chris Paul is a coach of the Hornets. Moving on to, I believe this is the Rookie of the Year. Yep, the Rookie of the Year. We got the number 1 pick, Reggie Mack. I think he's winning Rookie of the Year. He's one of the best scorers I've seen. At 19 years old, he's definitely one of the most complete scorers I've seen. Rich Mack, number 2. You're going to see Rich Mack real soon. He plays for LA, so he's definitely going to get that attention. And number 3, Mo Davis, one of the best scorers in the class other than Reggie Mack. But moving on to Most Improved Player of the Year, my number 1 pick for Most Improved Player of the Year, I'm going to have to go with Jonathan Kuminga. He's in a new situation after leaving OKC, and he's on the Phoenix Suns with DeAndre Ayton, and I feel like he's just going to be handed the keys to the offense in a way, and he's definitely going to improve on his scoring and all his statistical categories. Also, we got Jalen Duran and Damian Collins as the 2nd and 3rd picks. And Defensive Player of the Year, who gonna win it? I got Bam Adebayo winning it next year. I feel like this could be the year for Bam to win it. He won MVP last year. I think this year he's gonna win Defensive Player of the Year. But my other 2 picks is Ben Simmons and Jonathan Isaac, who I think are two of the most versatile defenders we got in the league today. And then last but not least, we got the Most Valuable player, the MVP. I got Cade Cunningham winning MVP this year. Like I said with Coach of the Year, I feel like I just have a feeling that the Wizards are going to have a big leap, and Cade Cunningham is definitely going to have the numbers, and as long as he has the wins, I think he's going to win his first MVP award. Second pick, Zion Williamson for obvious reasons, and third, I got LaMelo Ball because he just makes his teammates better. But let's move on to the NBA Finals this year. My prediction is the OKC Thunder versus the Boston Celtics, and I got OKC winning in 5 games and Giannis winning Finals MVP. Yes, sir. And that's the season preview. I worked hard on this a little, so show love, hit the like button, subscribe. Next video is gonna be ring night of the Pelicans, and we playing gameplay. Let me see right now who they play because I honestly forgot. Ring night is against the Seattle Sonics, and that's the team that won the Summer League. So that's kind of cool. We gonna see that team in action. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We coming soon. Be great, don't hate. Yes, sir.